a.m. in the morning podcast.
3, 2, 1. Oh,
You did 9.
I'm sorry, I can't count. I'm sorry, I had to repeat first grade twice. Stop making fun of me.
Nah,
I can
you
sense
did
your
not have to
judgment.
repeat
I
first
didn't, but I'm just dumb, okay?
You're back in kindergarten when I was walking around the school with Will and John Paul.
No,
and they come out the
that's a lie. That's a lie. That is a lie.
I remember it so vividly.
No, okay, well, that's what they call a callback. But
Oh yeah, but that episode
No.
got deleted.
no, it didn't.
Yeah,
That was episode 2.
No, it was episode 3.
It was episode 2.
It was episode 3.
100%. We named the episode something in Lost Underwear. It was 110%. Do you have short-term memory loss?
Yes.
man? Okay, well, it was episode 2. Man doesn't
Okay.
even know what we recorded. Welcome back to the podcast, guys. This is episode 4. And yeah, we're glad to have you back. I don't really think that we both thought we were going to make it this far, but here we are.
I thought we were gonna do some Weston Corey stuff. You know, get really involved into it, and then by episode 4 or 5, we'll just call the whole
Just
thing
call
off.
the whole thing off. But we're here.
We would never do that.
We would never do that to you guys. We know that our 10,
Yes,
our
we
10
would.
viewers out there
10 viewers.
love us too much for that. Why'd you take the Indiana Jones hat off?
Because I did
For the
that last
video,
episode.
for the real fans, Pierce was wearing
It's
another
not
Indiana Jones
hat, Will.
It looks like an Indiana
It's
Jones
not an
hat.
Indiana Jones
It
hat.
is an Indiana Jones hat.
It's not, because his
Gretchen
is made of, like,
Dickinson, I
leather.
was wearing it,
His
and I
is
was
made of
Snapchatting
leather.
my friend Gretchen,
His is
and
made
she
of
said
leather. This is
that
not leather.
and she said that I
That
look
is
like
not
Indiana
the
Jones.
Indiana Jones hat. This one is
I'm
not
gonna-
made by. This is not made of leather.
Jamie, look up Indiana Jones right now.
This is not made of leather. This is not leather.
It's Indiana Jones was not a leather hat. It was a Boy Scout hat. Indiana Jones was originally a Boy Scout, and that's how he got into like the wilderness and everything. And then
Look up his hat. Look up his hat. You won't.
Indiana Jones.
His hat may look like this, not made of the same material.
Irrelevant. Google. Google's getting paid off by Pierce.
Yeah, you get
No,
out of here.
no.
You get out of here. You get out of
This
here.
isn't fair.
Will.
I'm sorry.
You get out.
I thought I knew what it looked like.
Make like the movie and get out.
That was good. I like that one. Movie jokes are the best jokes.
Yeah. Speaking of movies.
Speaking of movies, or what are we gonna talk about it right now?
Yeah,
Let's
sure.
Just dive right into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We both watched Good
Good
Will
Will
Hunting.
Hunting, which-
Good Will Hunting.
My name's in the title.
Your name's at the title. The
Oh my
character's
God.
name is Will.
Oh my god, that's a spoiler, dude. We didn't say spoiler warning.
Yeah. We can't say the character's name. That would be too
That's
much.
too much. You're not supposed to know that. That was the big reveal that Will Good Will Hunting is named Will. That was the Shyamalan twist.
Oh.
No, but Good Will Hunting, made in 1997. There was no really good movies. We already talked about Lion King and how much I would regret giving any money to Disney right now. So we didn't really feel like going and seeing that.
20% of all film. I said this before, but I want to reiterate. They own over 20%
Okay, wait, I wanna
of all
fact check
film.
that. I want to fact check that right now. You got way too close to the mic.
Because I want to stress that. I want
You're good. You're good back there. Don't. R.I.P. to all the headphone users out there with Pierce like swallowing the microphone.
R.I.P. headphone users. I'm gonna scream.
No, don't. If you do, I'm cutting it right now. Wait. Okay. Disney owning
How much of film does Disney own?
how much of all films? I spelled that so wrong, but thank you, Google, for making sure it looks nice. How much of film does Disney own? Okay, that doesn't. If only we had a Jamie here to fact check this for us. Where the hell is Lewis?
And we don't even have Harold anymore.
We don't even know. Well, you never know. He could be around here.
He might be. He lurks sometimes.
For the real fans, they know the reference that we're doing. But for the podcast people, flew on our lens the other day. We named it Harold.
Harold, dude.
Well, you know, I can't find it anywhere. I can't fact check that. So we're just gonna blindly assume that we're correct. And Disney owns over 20% of all films made this.
I think like
Currently.
a year ago it was like 26%.
That's crazy. Oh my god. And okay, I know I don't want to get into it again, but the fact that they can just go and just completely make a shot-for-shot remake that is like actually confirmed that it is a shot-for-shot remake, And I heard that they changed some of the music and they took some songs out. Then they changed "Can You Feel the Love Tonight" to a day scene. It takes place in the day, but they're singing "Can You Feel the Love Tonight" in the afternoon. It's so dumb, and I just can't believe.
They didn't even make it better by any means.
And they didn't change it.
It's gotten worse than the original.
Yes.
So therefore, it's just a cash grab.
Oh my God, Disney's just doing a cash grab?
Yes.
I would have never thought that. Maybe that's why they keep making the same movies over and over again.
Oh yeah.
That makes so much sense now.
Yeah.
All right, so fill in the give us synopsis of Good Will Hunting, because I'm usually doing all the.
Do I have to use no spoilers at all?
Yeah, well, don't spoil it already. We do our spoiler without, and then we can get into spoilers after when we want to talk about it more. So just give the fans a little taste of what Good Will Hunting's about.
All right. So the movie is about this guy, right? He's a janitor at Harvard, and
MIT.
I thought it was Harvard.
It's 100% MIT.
Really?
It takes place in Pittsburgh.
Could have sworn they said this is Harvard University.
All right, you keep talking about it in a little detail.
I might be wrong.
Fact check that.
I might be wrong.
I'm gonna fact check it. Keep going.
But the point is that it's a stupidly it's a really 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 good university that he's a janitor at, and there's this one math professor, and he puts these equations on a chalkboard outside of his room, and when the main character Will, he's mopping the floors and stuff, he's polishing it.
Just I'm wrong. You're right. Once again, it was Harvard.
Harvard, baby.
I'm a little dumb. I stepped down from being the film guy. You obviously are the new film guy of the group. I'm giving you my cameras.
Even though I've never seen Whiplash.
That sucks.
I've been trying to.
For any viewers that remember episode 1, watch Whiplash. One of our viewers did. She found it, and she said that it was a really, really good movie.
I still can't find it.
Yeah, well, you're dumb. I'm sorry, that was me.
I am.
You're not.
Yeah.
You knew that it was at Harvard.
I'm a dumb.
You knew what Indiana Jones hat looked like. I'm 0 for 2 right now. So keep going.
All right, so this math professor, right, he puts these really difficult equations out on the board, and he tells the class, there's an equation out there, and I'm hoping that one of you, by the end of the semester, will be able to solve it. And then if you do, you'll get all these benefits. And I think that's where MIT comes in, that if they solve it, they'll get a full ride to MIT or something.
It's just if they solve it, they're going to get it was a
They're
really
get,
really
Nobel Prize.
really difficult equation that is basically impossible.
Yeah.
And the whole thing
and
is that
a handful of people have solved it, less than 20 people. And then so they all leave for the day, and then they come back, and then one girl goes to the professor, she's like, so we want to know who solved the equation. And he's like, what? So he looks, and the equation is solved, and it's correct. He's like, oh, wow, it's been a day. So then he goes into the class, and there's more than just the regular people from the class.
Everyone's in the class.
Yeah, there's the press in that class.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're they want to figure out who solved this equation. And then the professor steps up. He's like, all right, will my mystery mathematician come down, please? And nobody steps up. So he gets all confused, okay, then if it wasn't anybody from the class, who did it? And then he's walking down the halls one day, and then he sees his janitor with the chalk, and he goes up to
solving
the board,
another problem.
but he doesn't know that at first.
Yeah.
And he chases him away. He thinks that he's doing some graffiti.
Yeah.
And they have an altercation, and it's classic. It's like Boston accents, you know what I'm saying? I love Boston accents, but this kid, right? The professor chases him away because he thinks he's doing graffiti. But then, his teacher's assistant, he stays back and he looks at the chalkboard, and he's just in awe because the equation that he was solving this time was even more difficult than the last one, right? So this janitor has solved 2 insanely difficult equations.
Well, let's not give away the whole movie.
That's just...
We're going... So
that's not really the movie, though.
Yeah,
that's
I know, but
in the first
that's
20 minutes.
Okay, yeah. And then so I'll finish up. And then so they figure out who he is, and it's a story about it's basically just a story about a man who seems like he's gonna amount to nothing, and he's had these amazing abilities throughout all of his life, but he's never actually been able to harness them, and he's never actually wanted to use them. He's always just been, a hard knocks. He likes to get into fights. He likes to just hang around with his friends that don't really. He doesn't really seem like a guy that you would say is, oh, he's gonna be one of the most smartest minds of our generation. And
he sounds like a hoodlum.
Yeah, he's a hoodlum.
A hoodlum.
He's a little rapscallion, you might say. So, and then the whole movie is about him and his relationship with his therapist, Robin Williams, who, he would have turned 68 2 days ago. And that hit me when I read that. And that's just one of my favorite actors by far, even though a lot of his movies are about him trying to be funny and people don't want him to be funny. This is one where he really breaks out of the mold of that character, and he really has this just amazing, one of my favorite performances I've ever seen of any actor. So raw. And it's crazy that Matt Damon actually wrote that with Ben Affleck. He wrote that entire.
Those two wrote
yeah,
that?
He wrote Good Will Hunting,
Did not know
which is
that.
absolutely insane to me because I haven't seen Matt Damon in anything else good since that movie. I haven't, and it pisses me off. And he hasn't written anything
about
either.
The Martian?
Yeah, it's just that's a throwaway movie that they play on FX. It's just.
Can we talk about the
Wait,
relationship between?
Yeah, we have to give our ratings first though.
Oh yeah.
But I would say that it has some of the most on-the-nose writing, a great character. You find out that he is so much more than just a guy that's really smart, and he has a lot of things that are brought up with this conversation with Robin Williams, because he is. You see a huge character development from the first half of the movie where he's very arrogant. He's very just, screw you, smart guys. I don't care. I'm smarter than all you, and I don't even try. And he's very arrogant. And then he finds out that when he can't, he finally has an opponent that he can't beat, which is Robin Williams, his therapist. And that's where, like, an immovable object meets an unstoppable force. And it's just this amazing. Those are the movies that have the best characters. Are the ones where you find that. Like, for example, The Dark Knight, which is some of the best. For an action movie, it's even better when you have these forces that can't counteract each other, and you don't know honestly what's going to happen because it's an immovable object and an unstoppable force, and you really don't know what's going to happen because the Joker in Dark Knight, the Joker is the one thing that Batman has going for him is his strength, and the one thing, and it's just the Joker has absolutely. He doesn't care how many times you hit him. That will do nothing. He can't be interrogated, and he just wants to see the world burn. And Batman doesn't know how to counteract this, and it's amazing contrast of characters. And you see this, not obviously they're not going to be beating each other up, but on a psychological level with Goodwill. Oh, well, not Goodwill. I almost called him Good Will Hunting, but just with Will Hunting and Robin Williams' character. It's an amazing, like, psychological battle of them constantly trying to outwit one another, and then when they finally just try to level with each other and become friends and start talking, and you find out more about Will's character and why he's doing the stuff that he does, and why he might cut off relationships, and why he doesn't really want to be able to access these powers. It's a really, really great movie, and it's super great character development, extremely, extremely well written characters, and I don't know why I haven't seen Matt Damon write anything. Like, it sucks that, and Ben Affleck, like, I just wish I could see them in better roles than like The Martian or the freaking worst Batman I think I've ever seen, except from Batman and Robin with the bat nipples. You remember that?
Yeah.
It's so dumb. They zoomed in on the bat nipples on his suit. Like, that's the only thing that I think would be worse than the Ben Affleck Batman right now. And he's not even the Batman anymore. He stepped down after 2 movies after saying, "Oh, this is my dream role." It's whatever. It's DC. Quick side note: DC is just they're never gonna come back after Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy is the only thing that company has ever shoveled out that's good, in my opinion.
In terms of films, yeah.
Yeah, the comics, they have some of the best written villains ever, but movie wise, oh my god, they're awful. Yeah.
Can we talk about some comics?
Yeah, later though. Let's talk about Good Will Hunting.
Okay.
What are your thoughts? Non-spoiler. Do you have any that I didn't say?
Well, there was so many times that there's one point in that movie, and I think you'll know, like, without me saying anything about it, where it nearly brought me to tears.
Yeah, 100% me too. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Man,
Such
I
a
really like
well-written
this movie. I really like this
Same
movie.
here. I'm very happy that you do because I didn't know if you were gonna like because it's not like a classic, but it's a 1997. It's an older movie and it's on Netflix, so I would highly recommend it. For me, it's an easy 9 out of 10 for me. Maybe even close to a 10 out of 10. Honestly, definitely not an 8. 100% 9.
If I could get more precise, I'd put it like a 9.2.
Probably same here.
Personally,
Yeah.
it's a really good movie.
It's a really good movie. So from here on, we're probably gonna talk some spoilers. So if you don't want to, just skip ahead a little bit. So what was your favorite scene out of all of it? Because I have a lot.
It's a toss up because I mean, like the obvious answer would be the "it's not your fault" scene.
Oh, that's
That's
that
the
was
one that really got me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I also really like the scene where Ben Affleck comes up to Will's house and he knocks on his door.
He's
not there. He's like,
that was such
my dream for you is that one day when I come over to pick you up, you're just not gonna be there. Not gonna be a note, nothing. And when it happens,
dude, and then the best part was after that. Oh, okay. Well, one of my favorite scenes was either where I posted on my Instagram for anyone who follows me, where they're talking about regret, and he talks about the amazing home run that he got he got the tickets to, and it was this amazing achievement in baseball, and he was there to see it, and you think, oh, that's a great story. He was there to see one of like the amazing moments in baseball, and then he goes, yeah, I didn't see it though. I didn't go to the game. I sat at a bar with a girl.
I had to see about a girl.
Yeah, it's so. That I love that scene so much where he's like, and this is why I'm not talking to you about a girl that I met in some bar. This is why I'm talking about my wife, and I don't regret any moment of it. And that I love that scene because it's just so Robin Williams gives such an amazing performance, and you really just
and he gets really, really excited about it.
And he's
talking about the home run.
Yeah, and then he's just like, yeah, I didn't even go to it. I sat with my wife at a bar at a girl I never met before. Because he knew that there was something special, and that's great to me. And especially one of my favorite scenes, because this is something that I love. It was the contrast between Robin Williams' character and the character that is trying to raise Will Hunting to be this like amazing scientist, or not scientist, but like mathematician. Mm-hmm. And you see, because Robin Williams' character was actually better than the character the professor that found Will Hunting when they were in college. But he chose a separate path to be a therapist when he could have been this amazing Nobel Prize mathematician. But he chose to go teach at a community college and be a therapist. And then you're wondering, like, why would he ever do that? And they have that huge yelling, like, argument where they're saying, like, where he's like, "You're stupid prize. Like, you know I was smarter than you." He's like, "Do you want?" And then they're talking about their butting heads and they're yelling at each other about how their lives. And he's saying that he's a screw up and that he should have like chose to be a mathematician and chose to be this amazing scientist. And they're yelling at each other and he's saying that he doesn't amount to anything. But then you got to realize that like everyone has their own path, and that's what Robin Williams was trying to get at. And it's like, just because you think that I amount to nothing doesn't mean that that's the same for me. And just because your idea of success is being an amazing mathematician, that doesn't mean it is for me. And like, I love how you could just see that he's happy, even though his wife, spoiler, his wife died, and he doesn't really have a lot.
Spoiler section.
Yeah, I know this is spoiler section. I still feel bad though, but it's just great. I don't know. That scene really hit me when they were talking about when he was screaming at him, saying that he amounts to nothing, and then it's just people's idea of success is relative to everyone, and I think people need to remember that. And just because you're not this award-winning mathematician, you can still find joy in life in just being a community college teacher. And it's really just about like finding meaning in your life, and that's why I love that scene. And I really, really love the scene where, remember when Will is like at the end of those ropes because he just broke it off with his girlfriend because he feels like he's not good enough, and he broke it off with his girlfriend. He's just done with everything. He doesn't want to. He hates this life that he's living now because he has to do all these math problems. And the professor goes, "Well, I don't think this one is right." He's like, "No, I'm right." And he's getting really arrogant. He's like, "Well, I don't think it's right." He's like, and then he starts screaming at him. He's like, "Check my math." He's like, "You know how easy this is for me? Like, I don't even try with this. This is so easy for me." And he's screaming at him. And then he has this like amazing proof that that the professor wants to use to show to his students and to show to
And he
like all
burns
these
it.
and he just starts burning it, and the professor runs over and starts like blowing it out, and he's like, I did that in my sleep, that wasn't even hard for me, like I didn't even try on that, and you're blowing it out and you're trying to show it to everyone, this is nothing to me, you are like nothing. And he's
And
like,
the professor's like, yeah, I wish that I could.
yeah,
be
and he's like,
you."
I wish I could be as smart as you, and you're just gonna blow it away. And it's like, it's just so, every single character in that movie is written so well, and they all show these different lives that, and then that's why the conflict between the professor and Robin Williams is so great to me, because it can show the two paths that Will can take. He can either choose to be like Robin Williams, or he can choose to be like his professor, and it's just, that's what I really like. What did you really like about it?
I like all the interactions that Will had with his brothers.
Oh yeah,
Those
they were so funny.
Yeah,
that's the
and that
legendary.
One guy where he's
scene.
like, "Oh, you got a job?" He's like, "I had one. Now I'm screwed." They're funny.
They're hilarious. That was
Yeah.
definitely the best comedic relief out of that.
And
whole
then when
movie.
they were in the bar in the beginning,
Oh,
when he met
yeah.
Skylar,
That
and
is-
like that one guy comes up, he's like, he says some like quote from a book, and then Will finishes the quote. He's like, from page 92.
Oh, that was so good. He's like, and then you're gonna be stuck one day wondering why you got so many college, so much college debt when you could have afforded for $4 late charges at the public library. And he
Yeah.
knows every page and every quote that he's saying. It's so good.
And then
That
he goes
scene.
up to him when he's in the next
Yeah, and he got
restaurant,
the
he's like,
girl's number.
Hey, do you like apples?
How about
Yeah.
them apples?
Well, I got a number. How about them apples?
It's so good, dude.
that part was corny, but I liked
That
it.
made me, I know, you just feel, it felt so triumphant for his friend, because you know those assholes that like want to act all prestigious, and they're like, and because the whole thing started because
like it smelled like broken here.
oh, because Buse has an Apple Watch, he's all cool now. Jesus. Because we all know one of those guys that thinks he's better than everyone and wants to look down on everyone else. And it's Pierce. He looks down on me because I don't have an Apple Watch. I still use the Apple earbuds with the wire. I don't have AirPods.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apple
Hell yeah.
AirPod users just can't afford the wires.
Yeah. No. But no. I know so many people off the top of my head that I would like to school like that, and watching that scene makes you feel like really triumphant. You're like, hell yeah.
I'd like to school someone like that too, but I'm
I'm
dumb
not,
dumb. I
I'm
don't know
not
what
that smart. I can't do that. That's why whenever people I don't like are talking about movies and they're saying something wrong, I will be Will Hunting. I am the Will Hunting of movies. I might not be no book smart, but I know movies, sir.
But you don't know what Indiana Jones hair looked like, and you don't know what school was. 2-4, baby.
Okay. Well, you know what? I might as well just leave. I'm not the Will Hunting of anything.
Yeah, you don't have to be here because this is a studio apartment.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave.
and
I'm gonna
not
leave
Will's
out the
basement.
front door that we have.
Our studio
I'm
apartment.
not. Yeah, at our street. We're gonna walk out the front door. I'm not gonna walk up the stairs to the first floor.
Don't even say.
Shit.
Don't say the S word.
Stairs?
Stop.
Do we not have stairs?
Stop saying that.
No, we have stairs in our apartment though.
Yeah.
It's a
There's stairs going
two-story
up to our
studio
apartment.
Yeah.
But like,
and in the
yeah,
apartment.
no, our apartment doesn't have any stairs though.
Elevators only because we're rich.
Escalators. Wait. What's that one board game that they played in SpongeBob? Escalators.
No, it's
Eels. It's
escalators and eels. Yeah.
Or
It's
SpongeBob's
shoots
like,
and ladders.
escalators. Eels.
Come on, Gary needs a new pair of shoes.
Wait. Back to Good Will Hunting.
Oh,
real
okay.
quick.
We still on that?
One of my favorite scenes of like that entire movie, other than like the "It's Not Your Fault" scene and the scene where Ben Affleck comes over to his house, was a scene where Robin Williams is reading that letter, that note that Will gave to him before he leaves. And he's like, if the professor asks about my job, say I'm sorry. I had to go see about a girl. And he's going to drive to California to see this girl, Skylar.
That was so good.
You don't know how that ends though, but you can piece it
It's a
together.
perfect cliffhanger. We're
Yeah.
gonna see Good Will Hunting too. Maybe that's what they're working on right now. That's why we haven't seen
Who's
it
gonna
yet.
play? Who's gonna play Robin Williams' character? They don't need him in the next one because he's traveling and stuff.
Yeah, that made me sad. Why'd you gotta do me like that?
I'm sorry, man. But they could have a like a I mean, it's not gonna happen, but they could have like a Good Will Hunting 2 kind of thing where Will's all grown up, you know.
And
It's
then
the
his
sa-
son
it's
is
Matt
smart.
Damon again.
How about we go the Disney route and he has a son and his son's a janitor and he's really smart. And then he meets Robin Williams' son and he's also a therapist. And then the professor's son becomes a professor too. We could do that. We could do a shot-for-shot remake of the original. And it would just be everyone's children. I could do it. I'm going to do it. That's my claim to fame right there. Good Will Hunting 2.
You can play Matt Damon's son.
Exactly. No, I don't have the hair, though. I look Jewish. Matt Damon isn't Jewish.
What?
I can't play Matt Damon's son. Look at my hair. Matt Damon is not Jewish.
If you
I look
straighten it, you'd
Jewish.
be good.
If I straighten it, I'm going to look like this is Sweet Life of Zack and Cody rejects.
You saying that that's a bad
Yes,
haircut?
I'm saying
It's
that's
not.
a bad thing. That's
No.
100% a bad
It's
thing.
not a bad thing.
Yes, it is.
Can we talk about comics now?
What do you want to talk about comics? Oh, yeah, let's switch it up. Comic talk.
Comic talk.
Okay, what about comics do you want to talk about?
There's one thing I want to say about comics, and
Yeah.
it's in the Marvel universe.
Okay.
If you know, okay, so you know,
What is going on?
wait, no, not in the Marvel universe, the DC verse.
Okay.
You know how like stupid overpowered Superman is, right?
Yeah.
In the comics, there's like different renditions of Superman for like different like.
Okay.
Comics.
Yeah, there's different universes.
There's one version of Superman called Cosmic Armor Superman.
Okay.
Do you want to know how insanely overpowered he is?
How can he be more overpowered than Superman already is?
There's a panel in the comic where in his hand is multiple universes, and he's just looking at them. What?
That's why I've never liked Superman. I've hated Superman.
Yeah, he's not a good character.
not a
but
good
he's stupid
character.
overpowered. But he's not
How
as
does no
he's
one
not
know
as
it?
powerful as Glue Man though. Glue Man.
Dave, the Glue Man DeGrossi.
Gabe the Glue
Gabe
Man.
the-
DeGrossi.
Sorry, Mom. Fuck. I had to. I'm stressed.
It's
I keep
Glue
getting
Man.
everything wrong. I had a long day today.
Man DeGrossi.
I've had a long day today, man. I woke up early.
Everybody go watch the Jim Rumble live action.
Yes, please do. It's a 45-minute long video that I made. Pierce made me watch it, and I've never
It's-
been more
it's
happy in my
great.
entire life.
It's great.
It's the best wrestling event of the entire year of 2015,
2016, I think.
2016. Hell yeah.
Oh man, it's the apple. He's gonna save us. And then the
Oh.
giant rat. Oh man.
The audience member is getting in.
It's like one lucky member from the audience.
There's
one
one
guy.
person in the
And
audience.
he's checking all the different chairs for the right number. He's like, "Hey, 14." He's like, "Okay." He takes up his shirt. He's got a black white beater on. He's like, "I'm ready to go." And then the EMT guy, because the egg
Dies.
the egg dies. He gets shattered before he steps in the ring.
Who's the next opponent? Oh, the EMT.
Yeah, the EMT. You got to take his place. He's like, "Oh yeah, you're probably not ready for it." He's like, "Oh, you're
Takes off his
completely
shirt.
ready for it."
Oh my god, you're completely ready to do this.
And then the EMT gets hurt and everything. He's like,
Wait, we can't give away everything. They're gonna go watch this 100% because they'll watch anything that we recommend because we are at the top of movie reviewers.
of the food chain.
At Rotten Tomatoes can't hold anything on us.
Yeah, no.
Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, I saw this today. and it
Rotten
made me mad.
Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes gave
Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes.
There you go. You can say rotten, but then tomatoes, not Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes.
There you
I've
go.
been saying it like that the entire time.
No.
Okay.
Okay, for
What is this?
everybody
Is
listening.
this just the pile on Will episode? Because that's
tell
what it
me,
feels like.
Tell me if the
Pierce.
first couple times he said that, he did not say Rotten Tomatoes.
That's
Like there was
it's
an N
just
instead of a T.
slurred together.
Like there was an N
Tomatoes.
instead of a T.
Rotten Tomatoes. It's
You
Rotten
said it
Tomatoes.
like that.
It's
Rotten
slurred
Tomatoes.
together. It's no, I don't. When you say something, do you go Rotten Tomatoes?
Well, I don't say water, but like I also
Water.
don't say like
Water. Rotten Tomatoes.
say the T
It's
in
Rotten
tomatoes.
Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes.
Say the T in
It's
tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes.
It's-
Oh, next you're gonna
no.
say library. Shut up.
Ow,
Stop.
I hit my knee.
That's the sound.
Okay.
Stop criticizing me for having the
It
sound.
was you.
have the
It's
sound.
been you. It's been you.
No,
you're the
I've
problem.
just been going like.
See, I heard it. Everyone's gonna be clicking up. I have to wake up in the morning.
Oh, I'm class of 2023.
I hate the class of 2023. They can all just stop. I don't know, like doing heroin.
You just put in your password on the podcast.
Oh God, no! Well, no
Now
one
they're
even,
gonna dox you.
No one even watches the video one.
You're gonna get DDoSed.
You know what we got on our last episode
What?
on YouTube? 17 views.
Nice.
Oh, you did it.
Sick. I'm sorry.
No, but on Rotten Tomatoes, they gave To All the Boys I Loved Before an 87%.
Really?
Okay, sorry, Mom, again. Fuck that website. I hate it. I hate it so much that they can give, like, shit movies a 90%. You know, you have to get over a 60 to be certified fresh? That's like a D. You can get a D and be certified fresh, which is, like, supposed to be, like, this amazing title. It's so dumb. I hate it. They gave Aquaman, like, a 70.
Really?
Stupid as
You're
hell.
kidding.
Yeah, they gave all the bad movies good reviews.
See, To All the Boys I Loved Before, I could not tell the difference between her,
Between
like,
the two,
neighbor
yeah,
and then
no,
the
it was
lacrosse
the two.
guy.
They both looked exactly the same.
Yeah, one
and
just
you
looks,
never
like,
know the
taller, but you
difference.
never know until they're, like, side by side. Bad character design. Design them differently.
Character. No, bad casting.
Character design.
All right, fine. We're in a video game now.
Yeah, video games, dude. Talk about video games?
I've been playing a lot with my PlayStation VR.
I'm so good at Melee.
Shut up. No one on this listening right now has ever played Melee, probably. Gonna be honest. Our demographic is not avid video game gamers. We are a minority. Gamers are a minority. Gamers need to rise up. They are the minority. We have been shit on for too long.
Gamers are the most oppressed peoples in this system.
That's the quote. I will quote the Pearson William in the Morning podcast
don't,
on that.
Please,
Gamers
no.
are the most oppressed group in America of all time. Right there, we made a bold statement. We're getting back to our roots.
Oh,
Hot takes.
You see, when I said that, guess what I had under the table?
What? Oh shit! For the podcast, for the
My
audio
fingers were
listeners,
crossed.
he crossed his fingers.
So, like,
So that nulls any
doesn't
statement
count.
that has ever been made ever in the universe. All right, I need to talk about something real quick. I need to rant.
Yeah, go for it.
I need to rant. So today, I went all the way out to Troy, 30 minutes away, to go to Total Hockey. Because one, I need to get my skate sharpened. Two, I needed to use, they have this really cool shooting room where you can test out all these sticks. It's nice. But I was using it, and I really leaned into this one slap shot. And it wasn't wrist, it was slap shot.
Did you
It was
break
a
the
wrist
stick?
shot. I snapped the stick in half in my hand, and it sliced my hand open, and it got a bunch of carbon fiber splinters. It was the worst. And there was no one in the store, and it made this huge, loud just snap. And I was like, shit, everyone's going to be on me. I'm going to have to pay for this. But no one ever came up to me. So I just kept shooting. And then I left. And no one ever asked.
You can't say this on the podcast.
No one asked. No one asked. They
My
didn't.
FBI agent.
They could, if they wanted me to do something about it, they would have asked, because no one was in the store and it obviously snapped a stick. It was so loud that anyone could have been like, "Oh, stick snap," and no one said anything. I went up to the desk after that. They didn't say, "Hey, did you break a stick in there?" No, nothing. So I left it there. I wanted to say something, but then I didn't.
That's the equivalent to going to an open skate, taking an axe, and just...
No, it's not. No, it's not. They're demo sticks. They're made to be used, and they break all
And
the
the ice
time.
for open skate is also made to be used.
Stop.
That's
trying to take my
like
words.
taking an axe
They are.
to the open
It's
skate.
no, it's
and
not. No, it's not. That is a.
Just taking an auger to
That
the
is a
open
bad
skate.
analogy. They are open. They are. It's a demo stick that has been used by millions of people. That was probably pretty weak.
Not millions of people.
Okay.
Pretty
Hundreds
weak. You put
of
all
billions
your
of
weight
people.
into that slap
I
shot.
was taking a regular slap. Like, it wasn't a slap shot. It was a wrist shot. But
You
I
said
was,
slap shot. I'm gonna say slap shot.
oh my god. I was taking a regular shot. I was leaning into it
A
like you're
regular slap
supposed to.
shot.
A regular wrist shot.
Regular slap shot.
I'm gonna jump over this table. Exactly. But no, it really hurt. And then I had to go home. And then, okay, have you ever, when you're at a red light, have you ever checked your phone?
I mean, like if I'm far back in the line,
Yeah.
not if I'm front.
Yeah, not if you're in front, but if you're far back in the line and
Because
it's
then
a
I can
red
see,
light,
like, in my peripheral vision if the brake lights in the car in front
Yeah,
of you go
exactly. So I was at a red light. This guy next to me, he's been driving next to me for a while. I get to a red light, I stop, I hear a phone buzz, checked what it is. Line's not moving. I'm checking my phone. I hear this guy screaming at me from across. I hear someone yell phone. So I look over, and this asshole in a
Hey.
No, I'm going to be mad because I'm mad about this. This asshole, 40-year-old, whatever, driving a BMW SUV is like up, and I'm looking up, and this guy is screaming. He rolled his window down to do this. He's screaming at me, "Get off your fucking phone. It is a green light." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I look up, it's green, but I'm so far back that none of the cars have moved. And he's like, "Go already." And I'm like, "What do you want me to do? There is a car in front of me, sir, that is not moving." So I just like did one of these like what the sorry, man. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Like, Jesus Christ. I'm literally just sitting here doing nothing, and he's screaming. He's like, "Get off your phone. You're going to hurt someone. Go. It's a green light." I'm like, "What are you talking about, man?" I look over. He has a phone in his left hand.
Oh, my.
He has a phone in his left hand. In his left hand, people.
You're kidding.
Ugh! I'm sorry for all the headphone I am clipping so much. I'm sorry for all the headphone users that had to witness that, but I was so pissed. Then he cuts me off. Then he goes in front of me and cuts me off.
You're going to hurt someone, so I'm going to go right in front of you.
I was like, someone just, okay, this is going to be bad, but someone just like rear end him, please, or get pulled over for speeding, or something bad happened to you, sir, please.
Can I talk about another road rage incident that I had recently?
Go for it. Let it out. This is the rage part of the podcast.
So there's this four-way intersection down the road a little bit. And on one of the sides of the intersection, I was turning left.
Yeah.
And the left signal, okay, you can only go on the green arrow.
Okay.
Because there's no other opportunity for you to go from this side to turn left. So this green arrow lasts about 3 seconds.
Okay.
So at max 3 cars could go.
Yeah.
That includes a time like when it's yellow.
Yeah.
So maximum amount of cars is 3.
Okay. Maximum amount of cars, 3.
I am the third car back. The first car, real quick, starts to go when the green arrow comes on. But then on the other side of the intersection, turning right, there's 3 giant trucks. And you'd think like, oh, they see us moving, they'll stop.
Okay, so you have the right of way though, because you're green, right?
They didn't stop.
Wait, what?
Only 1 car in front of me went during that light. Because 3 of the trucks went because they had a blinking yellow.
Yeah, but wait, if it's green for you, wouldn't it be red for them because you have the right of way with a green arrow?
Oh, yeah, it'd be red for them, but you can turn right on red on this.
Oh, they turn right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They turn right on red.
Yeah, no, that's just a dick move.
3 of these giant, like, whole-moving trucks come over, and they cut every single person off.
That annoys me so much.
And so I was the car, like, I was a third in line, so the first car got to go, but then the second car didn't move at all, so I had no chance to go.
That pisses me off.
Reminds me of the time that I was in a roundabout and I saw someone going the opposite direction.
How can you do that?
I don't know.
How did they not get in an accident?
I don't know. All I know is that I was driving my mom's car. I got my mom in the front seat. My sister's in the back. And when I'm driving, like it's over by the M5. And I'm going to this roundabout over in the direction of like toward the Walmart. And then I look around because you got to look around in a roundabout.
Yeah. There's
just some lady going the opposite direction. I see her. I catch a glimpse of her through her windshield. She's like, I don't know. She's like, I don't know what to.
See, this is why the real fans get a treat, because that was a hilarious ass face.
I turned to my mom and my sister was like, yo, she's going the wrong way. Everyone's like, what?
Imagining seeing, like, going the wrong direction. Just being like,
how do you end up doing
I don't know what to do. How did I get to this place in my life?
How do you do that?
That's so funny.
I don't understand. You turn left at the roundabout.
That's so funny. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's
I've never told you that before?
No.
Really?
No, I don't remember.
Man. It's a good story.
That's funny. That's funny as hell, man.
Uh,
Oh wait, I almost had another rage story, but I totally forgot. I definitely had another. I need to check my road rage. I get really mad really fast at people just being dumb.
I do as well. I have another road rage story.
Oh my god. Wait. Check that we're recording real quick just to double check. But keep going with your story.
Alright,
yeah, we're good.
Oh man.
Yeah, just make sure you don't stop recording, because that would be bad. I just want to double check, because this is some prime content right here.
Yeah. So I was in a Kroger parking lot, right?
Okay.
And you
I think I know this one.
I think what?
But the viewers don't, but I think I do.
So I was.
Oh my god.
My leg
The
touched
audio
the
listeners
bulbous.
can hear that.
My bad.
Don't you want the best for our viewers, or is that just
Alright,
me?
Can I
Pierce?
explain this now?
Yes. Go.
So, in the Kroger parking lot, there's the different aisles, right?
Yeah.
So there's different aisles.
Okay.
And then there's the aisle at the end aisle. So the
The end
only
aisle.
thing stopping you from going down that end aisle
We're
is the
in the
occasional
end
stop
aisle
sign.
now. Get it, like end game, like Mar. Just keep going. That was a dumb
So
I'm sorry.
in this aisle, there's a few stop signs going by on each direction.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm going down this aisle, right?
Yeah.
And when the people come down from the regular aisles, they're supposed to stop at the end, right?
Yeah.
So I see this dude coming down, and this is me. This is an army guy.
For the real fans, Pierce is giving us a really nice visual on what
So,
happened to him.
I'm going down the end aisle. There
Yeah.
aren't any stop signs in sight. And then this other guy, he's coming down the regular aisle. And I know you're supposed to stop at the end of it.
Yeah.
So I keep going. Apparently he didn't get the memo that you're supposed to stop. So he keeps going and going and going. And then I have to, he gets, right in front of me. So I have to swerve. But then there's a car coming down my direction, in my direction
Yeah.
on my left. So I have to, make some, really pinpoint precise
like Fast
driving.
and Furious Tokyo Drift type shit over here.
Yeah, and then I had to move around him. And the guy realized as soon as I did that, oh, wow, I messed up. Because he sat there for a while when there were no cars going by. So I can assume that he was just there in the middle of the aisle, what did I just do?
Yeah. I'm big dum dum.
And I was furious.
We need to buy a bunch of these army guys, man. We need
I
to
have some
decorate
in my house.
to bring them. Next episode, we're decorating the entire podcast with these little green army guys for the real fans that
I
can
have
see
beige
them.
ones too.
That
I have sandbag things, got barbed wire,
Oh my
got
God.
tanks.
Let's just make a diorama. Let's just stop the podcast and just make a diorama.
With what?
We can make a World War II diorama,
So,
like the dad from
next
Diary of a Wimpy Kid
podcast.
movies.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Heffley.
Greg Wait, no.
Oh, yeah,
that
but
was
I'm not
the
even
son.
done with the story yet.
Oh, that's not it. There's more.
There's more, but it's mainly just me getting really angry.
Oh, keep going then.
Cause
Act it out, man. Get angry.
So I get to the next stop sign. And I turn I'm gonna turn left out of the Kroger. Actually, no, I'm gonna turn right out of the Kroger. But then this dude pulls up because he's gonna turn left out of the Kroger. So we're side by side right now. And if he had any windows down, he would hear me screaming at the top of my lungs, just letting all the evil
No, I
out.
get it. 100%.
And so is anybody home right now?
I think my mom's home.
I can't do
Just
it.
go for it. Just
All
do
right,
it.
so
Just
this
get away
is-
from the mic, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up and gonna walk away.
Yes, please.
So this is what I do in my car. I'm gonna bleep myself out.
Go for it. Do
Because
it.
I'm gonna scream loud. Are you kidding me? Do you not know how to use a stop sign?
It clipped from all the way over there. That's how loud Pierce went to the corner. He went far ass away from the mic. Definitely out of the camera view, and it still clipped. I could hear the audio distortion.
So I did that, but then all my windows were rolled down too.
Oh.
And so the guy pulls up next to me. I'm still screaming, and that's
Oh,
not,
the guy that did that?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's lucky his windows are tinted and they were all rolled up. He was hesitant to come up next to me too. I was
do what? And apologize or just
be in the same vicinity as me. 'Cause
you don't
even
have
if
the
his
right
windows-
to be near me.
even if his windows were rolled up, he probably still heard me screaming. Cause I'm a loud screamer. Have you heard my yee?
No, I don't want to.
Let me hear your yee.
No.
Let me hear your yee.
Shut up. This isn't a weird ass TikTok taken over by Redneck.
Let me hear your yee.
No.
You want to hear my yee?
No, I don't want to hear anyone's yee. That hurt my ears. I'm sorry for all the audio listeners.
Rip
Jesus.
headphone users.
Rip headphone users.
That's my
Anyone
yee.
listening to that in their car? Oh my god.
That's my yee.
It was really good.
Thanks,
Good
man.
job. I'm really proud of you. Yeah. No, because when I would have probably lost my shit when I got rear-ended. I would have lost my shit if I could like, you know, conceptualize what happened because my head went into the steering wheel because my car didn't have airbags, so I got yoinked into the steering wheel, and then I don't know if you remember this, but I'm still so pissed off at that lady. So for the people who don't know, probably like everyone that's listening to this knows, I got rear-ended a while ago. It was a really close call, and I almost hit the lady in front of me, and I was like, ooh, thank God, because like. So I've told this story a million times, but it was a green light, but it was so backed up. But I didn't know that because I was like coming in from on Orchard Lake Road, right in front of the high school. So I was coming in hot, and I was like, oh, it's moving. Okay, that's fine. Then I got closer. I was like, oh, shit, not moving, actually, just really backed up. So I pumped the brakes, and I don't hit this lady in front of me. I get like kind of close, but not too much. I'm like, oh, thank God. That could have been bad if I hit her car. Literally like a freaking movie. As I'm thinking that, I look in my mirror and I just see these this grill just get really close to my car and just absolutely like ram into me like it was bad, and my head goes straight into the steering wheel and I get shoved into the car in front of me. He hit me so hard that it totaled my car. It pushed me so hard into the lady's car that it totaled her car, and then her car also damaged the car 3 cars in front of the car that hit me. That's how fast he was going. And he didn't, after the fact, we looked, there was no skid marks. He didn't attempt to stop. So he was probably going like 50 miles per hour. Just completely hit me. And so I'm like delirious for a second.
Did you have to pay for any damages?
I don't know, honestly. I don't think so because of no-fault insurance in Michigan, so I didn't think. And also, if you rear-end someone, it's your fault, not theirs.
Yeah, but like, so in driver's ed, I remember them telling me that like someone asked a question like, what if someone rear-ends you and then that pushes you up to rear-end them, and then the teacher was like, well, that's your fault for rear-ending them. You gotta brake more.
Oh my god. What the fuck? That's sorry, Mom, but what the hell? That's so stupid. You gotta brake more as you're getting rear-ended. What?
You gotta put on
Sorry that my head
the parking brake, dude.
Got
Come on.
fucking yeeted into the steering wheel.
Did you get a concussion from that?
I think I actually did.
You still got a concussion from that?
Yeah, it's been 3 years and it's been like, I wonder how long it's been. It hasn't been too long. But
probably like a month, maybe
I missed
3
that
months.
car so much. But no, the thing that got me
What
pissed
car?
off, it was my Range Rover 91 green.
The one right in front of the trailer?
No. My green Range Rover, not Land Rover. My green Range Rover. Do you need a visual?
Yeah, I don't remember it.
She was the best. Remember the parking brake didn't work, so I'd always have to use the e-brake.
I don't remember.
And then one time I was in the WB parking lot, and it was my first time driving it, and I forgot to put the e-brake on, and it started backing up and almost hit someone's car.
I don't remember.
It was bad. But she was the best, and she was easily my favorite car. But here, wait, I'll show you a picture real quick. If we had Jamie, he would be doing this for us, but now I have to take a break from the story. Here, that's her. This one. But green.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Dennis car.
Dennis. Yeah, that's why I liked it so much too, because my favorite Always Sunny, one of my favorite shows, one of the main characters, Dennis, drives that car. I thought it was so cool. But other than that, the rage part wasn't even
Is
from
that a mousetrap?
No, it's something I'll get into later. But the rage didn't even come from the guy that hit me. It was actually the lady in front of me, because while I'm delirious, just like trying to figure out what just happened, because my head I think I actually might have passed out for a couple seconds, because like I hit it pretty hard, and the officer that saw that like came up to me, he was like, are you okay? Like, he was like, are you sure? I don't know how the hell you're not like broken, like have broken bones. But the lady in front of me immediately gets out of her car, starts crying, yelling at me, and I'm just like, what? Like, she starts screaming, like, what the fuck? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Crying, yelling at everyone. And then she hears the ambulance comes, and then she gets back in her car. Yeah, she gets back in her car, and they take her out on a stretcher. She's like, oh, I'm hurt. Oh, like, right?
She's just trying to get, like,
Yep.
free care.
And it pissed me off because I was the only one that saw her get out of her car and start doing all this and then be like, oh, I'm going to get back in and pretend like I have to go home on a stretcher. You were standing outside your car, lady. Like, Jesus. If anyone needed a stretcher, it would have probably been me. But somehow, by the grace of God, I didn't get absolutely, like, fucked up from that.
Because it's a Range Rover.
Yeah. That's
Say
seriously. That is why that car is a hoss. It didn't even look like it was in the middle of that sandwich, and it didn't even look like it looked like it got a fender bender, honestly. Seriously, it was crazy. I got out of the car, and it was just like, while every other car, his whole front, the guy who rear-ended me, his whole front end crumple zone was like this. The lady in front of me, her car was like this, and my car was just like, king. And everything looked, and that's why I thought maybe you could do it, but it turned out that the frame was bent and I couldn't replace it, and it would take too much money to actually replace the car than to fix the car than just buy a different one. Now I'm rolling with the Saab, but it's never going to be the same. I still miss that car. Saab is cool. It's a great car. It's got the turbo. It's awesome.
It's got the super cool cup holder.
Yeah, that comes out of the console. Pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
But
then if your water spills from that, then like your console's kind of like messed up.
Yeah, you got to.
That German engineering, dude.
I don't think. Where are Saabs made?
I
don't think
they're not made anymore.
Yeah, they are.
No, Saabs got discontinued.
When?
Years ago.
Let me fact check that.
Kind of like Hummers, but Saabs got discontinued before Hummers.
Saab discontinued. Oh, wait. That was the first thing that come up. Do Saab still make cars? Oh, okay. Yeah, no. They got discontinued in 2012. I have a 2006.
Saabs are cool, though.
They are. They're cool cars. But something that makes me mad is when people... I would refer to a 2006 like they're like, oh, that's an ancient car. I'm like, ancient? Like, are you? I've had some people be like, oh, what car do you drive? I was like, oh, because I used to drive the 04 Discovery. I'm like, oh, 2004 Land Rover. They're like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, for what? That's a great car. What are you talking about? They're like, that's so old. Like,
because they just pay attention to the year. They don't know the car.
Like, it pisses me off. And then when I say I drive a 91 Range Rover, they're like, how? And then I tell them that the e-brake, I have to use it to park because the brakes don't work. Then they're like, what? I honestly think that gives it so much charm, and that's why I loved her so much, because her flaws were amazing. And I loved it. It was so quirky.
Same thing with my car. The windshield wiper fluid on the right side, it sprays directly out. I love that.
You're trying to help other people because the people coming at you.
Yeah, because sometimes people don't have like the windshield wiper fluid in the back.
Exactly.
So I get really close and I spray them with it.
Exactly. So your car is just a very generous one. It's just trying to help.
But then the right side of the back seat, that door doesn't open. Usually the lock's all messed up.
Hell yeah.
And then the very back of the car, it's rotting slowly.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That just means it's a good car.
Yeah. And it's from 2008.
No, I'm doing this so I can it builds character. And then so maybe one day when I have kids, I can just be like, do you know the car that I had to drive when I was your age? The brakes didn't work. And then they would be like, oh, I guess that'll be my rebuttal for whenever they want an expensive car. I'll be like, nah, I had to deal with the bad cars.
No, I'm gonna figure out a way to get a lot of money so that my kid's first car is like a Saab from that year, because I'll have that much money to pay the people who made Saabs.
That'll be like a classic, man. A 2006 Saab.
No.
20 years from now.
No, like make a new Saab.
Another one.
Just for that one car.
Oh, so it's like the debate that they had in Always Sunny, where she's like, I just bought that new car. It was like, wait, what kind of car is it? It's like a 2006 whatever, like Chrysler, and they're like, how can it be new if it's old? And she's like, it's a new 2006. Well, no, it's an old 2006. Yeah, but it's new. Well,
no, but I mean like a new design too. A completely new Saab.
What the hell?
I don't want to have enough money to do
Why?
that. So my kid can have a Saab as his first car.
Why wouldn't you just buy a Saab? You want to why redesigning it would take away the whole purpose of it.
No, have them design like another Saab.
I'm just gonna buy a really nice car for my kid and then make it shitty. I'll take out the brakes and then be like, deal with it.
Yeah, you can get a Bugatti, but you don't get any brakes.
You don't get any brakes. You don't get power steering. You gotta figure. And I'll be like, figure out how to fix it, and then you can have it. Boom. That's a great idea.
Just get like a really nice car
and then break
just
it.
Destroy
exactly.
it. Fix it.
I'll take apart the entire car and be like, put it back together. You can have it. Exactly.
They're gonna take it out early, and
if they're smart, they would just call my dad, their grandpa, to come and fix it for them because he would probably know how to do that.
Or they can like learn themselves so that they can be able to do that.
Yeah, but
too.
you think? Yeah, well, they could do that. But I think I would have more respect if they cheated, because that shows that they're smart.
Yeah, work smarter, not harder.
Exactly. Do you think that like YouTube's still gonna? Because I was thinking about that. Like, they could just watch a YouTube video on it. But do you think that's gonna be a thing in 20 years?
The direction that YouTube's going, yeah, it's gonna be there. It's not gonna be as.
Or is like a new company gonna take over?
No, I really
like, what
can't
if
see a new
TikTok
company.
becomes the new YouTube?
No.
Okay. Yeah. You know how much I want to see that? So bad.
Can we talk about YouTube?
What? What about it?
What
is there to talk about that people haven't talked about already?
I mean, like everybody's talked about it already, but like I want to reiterate because it's getting worse and worse.
Yeah, it's always YouTube is.
Have you seen that like that one video about that one girl who's made 2 videos gotten over like 1.4 million views in a day? And she's on everybody's recommended feed.
The algorithm, man. It's
it
shitty.
might be because Susan just wants to boost that specific channel.
So stupid. I hate it so much, man.
There's a video of...
You know how much I would give for 1.4 million?
There's a video of Susan talking to Juice WRLD saying like, yeah, we got to get your numbers up. I'm going to see if I can do that.
Are you kidding me? Really?
No, I'm dead serious.
God.
That's a thing that happened.
Sorry, guys. That makes me really mad.
Because
you know how much I would give for just like 1,000... Well, actually, I have found out some of my old cringy... That I think are now very cringy edits. They have like thousands of views on my channel. Like, why? Why out of all my content does that get that many views? I mean, of my content, though. Why do the 1 minute edits on my channel that are like weird cartoon, sad stuff, why does that get thousands of views? Why can't like my abortion documentary get that many views, or my social media documentary? Because no one wants to watch that.
Yeah.
Why? It's important. Why does everyone want to watch it?
The first 5 minutes, but it was too cringy. I couldn't.
Why does Shout out to the unknown person that watched 5 minutes of my documentary, then decided to try to critique me on it like I was. That makes me mad too.
Yeah, we can bring that up because he's never gonna watch this.
He's never gonna watch this. No way. I'm not gonna say his name, but if you know who I'm talking about, you know that he's never ever gonna watch this, and he'll probably say your podcast sucks, and he hasn't watched any of it.
Yeah.
Dude, watch the first 5 minutes of your podcast that has 4 episodes, and they're all like an hour long. Didn't really like it. You guys should like do something different. It's literally an equivalent of what he said to me, and it pissed me off. But I just wish that people would stop watching like a dumb BuzzFeed like, oh, what potato are you? And just like watch a little mini documentary that I made. Why can't people do that? I don't get it.
They don't want to like engage really. I can sympathize with this. There's a lot of days where I just want to like turn on something and just have something playing while I'm doing things.
That's fair. That's why I listen to podcasts.
But like
maybe that's why people listen to our podcast.
But like when I listen to podcasts, I like.
You're talking about like eye bleach. You just want to like watch something that you don't have to think about.
Yeah.
That's like the Fast and Furious movies for me.
It's like the new It's like the new Brad Barry's YouTube channel with Spider-Man Elsa videos, where they don't include the audio. They don't include the sound. They just have the original audio.
Into that.
No, when Ethan Bradbury's behind the camera, he's like, "Yeah, you're having fun." Stop.
What? That's so... I hate it so much. That stuff is so weird, man.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started. If anyone's even listening at this point, don't look up Spider-Man Elsa videos on YouTube. Just don't.
If you don't know about that,
if you don't know about it, stay not knowing about it. Don't make us...
You live in a better
a better life than us, because it's probably the worst thing in the entire world.
Yo.
What?
U.S. Marines, Minecraft players... People watch Spider-Man Elsa videos.
Yeah, they're at the top.
Yeah, They
Clockmakers.
Clockmakers?
Because time doesn't exist if clocks don't exist.
How do they know what time it is?
Exactly. We think Illuminati's running the world. It's
Who
actually just
invented
clocks.
time?
Shit, man. This is some deep
Time
thoughts right here.
magazine.
Shh, that was such a bad joke. Oh my god. That's not. I've made a lot worse, so I can't even critique. All my jokes are dumb. So what do you want to get into now? Oh wait. Let's do the new segment real quick. But I forgot it again. So you're gonna have to entertain everyone. All right, you're alone. Bye. Entertain them.
Hold on. I got this. Here. Okay. The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood, and looked down, one as far as I could. To where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that passing there, had worn them really out of the same. And both that morning equally lay, in its leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way. I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that made all the difference. That was A Road Not Taken by Robert Frost.
You did it again.
Did
you get it right this time?
I actually read it.
Oh wait, I can't show the viewers my pick yet. Let me get the headphones back on. No peeking. This is a surprise for you too.
Oh, I know what that is.
You want to say it at the same time? Give me a drum roll, please. Okay, wait, that's so bad. Will's movie. We're not doing movies. Will's music album review. Actually, this week, big difference. This one is actually not going to be just an album. This is an artist. I'm reviewing the entire artist. Well, it's a orchestra. Yellow Electric Light Orchestra. This is their album Out of the Blue. But honestly, I would recommend any single song that they make.
Specifically Mr. Blue Sky, because everybody knows that one.
Yeah, if you've ever heard Mr. Blue Sky, then you know that's ELO.
They made it.
That's Electric Light Orchestra. They're amazing. They are some of the best songs that I've Turned to Stone, so Sweet Talking Woman, Evil Woman. I really like Strange Magic. Donna Proctor knows that I like Strange Magic. I played it like 14 times in one car ride. It's just, they make such good music, and I honestly I would recommend going to their greatest hits album that they released a while ago. Just go on Apple Music, not even just Out of the Blue. This is my favorite album of theirs, but if you just go on their artist page and then click on their greatest hits album, every single song on there is great. Honestly, just listen to them. They have some of the most inventive and creative songs I've ever listened to, and every single song left me satisfied and like having a smile on my face. So I would honestly recommend them. Out of Blue gets a 4 out of 5 from me easy, and I love it. So that's why I got the vinyl from my grandma's basement, and I was so happy when I found it. I freaked out because I absolutely love this album. So that's Will's music review of the week. Did I do a good job?
Yeah?
You can be honest with me.
You did awful.
Shit.
Whoa, watch it.
God, gosh darn it.
There you go.
Shoot.
Crud.
Aw, crap.
Rats.
I used to think that crap was a swear word.
Yeah, me too.
Wait, I want to talk about
Dude,
this.
I remember...
When was the first time that you swore and actually... and realized that there isn't actually like any real repercussions when you're just with your friends swearing? Do you remember that?
I don't remember when there was like no repercussions, but I remember swearing for the first time.
What was it like? Please
It was
elaborate.
back in kindergarten, actually first grade.
Okay.
I walked up to this one kid's desk. He's like, "Hey, do you want to know the bad F word?"
Like you had some secret.
Yeah, and I
Hell
told
yeah.
him I was like, I spelled it out. I didn't even like say the word. He's like, "That's it?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Don't tell on me though." Dude, first grade was weird for me. I remember one day.
Jesus. Whose class did I? What school did you go to for first grade?
Gretschko.
Oh, okay.
I had Miss Chad, I think, for first grade. Chad.
Nice.
Yeah. But like I also remember in first grade I had a glue stick and I undid it a lot, so there was a lot out.
Yeah.
And this one girl went to tattle on me.
What?
Yeah.
How are you gonna
she goes
tattle
up to
on
the teacher. I was like-
undoing a glue stick?
she goes to the she's like, "I'm telling," and then she walks to the teacher like, "No, please don't," and then she tells the teacher like, "He's just using a glue stick."
That's why I don't think I could be a first grade teacher, because I would just be like, get out of here with that BS. Get out of here.
That peanut butter.
That peanut butter.
I remember when I was a kid, like around that same age, I remember I used to refer to stupid as the bad S word. I remember like there was like that one like song was like a "I'm a Barbie," and like you know that one.
That I did not get that song from the
I'm
Mumble.
a Barbie girl.
Oh, okay,
That
yeah,
one.
that one.
And like in when they say like in a Barbie world, I
Yeah.
was like saying that to my friend. I was like, "In a stupid world," and then he's like,
said the
"I'm
best
telling."
I'm telling.
So he goes into the teacher and he tattled on me, and then the teacher's like, "Both of you see me when we go to the library.
Aw.
Stay here." And I was the only one that stayed, so she's like, "You go to the library, come get him and bring him back here." And I was off the hook.
Nice.
I didn't have to do anything. I was good, clean. Oh man, I have a lot.
First
of
grade was a
memories.
weird time, man. I did not like my first grade teacher. If anyone knows me, they know I hated first grade. I'm not gonna dox her, but she was the worst.
I didn't like kindergarten.
I
Even
don't,
though-
I don't
'cause,
even
like,
remember kindergarten.
I
to
remember
be honest.
I remember snippets of kindergarten.
Actually, wait, no, I remember. Yeah, same here. I remember freaking out because I saw we were reading a book, and she said like, "I will go to the store," and we were all reading it on our computers, and I was like nudging everyone. I was like, "That's my name. I'm in there." They put me in the book. I just thought I was so flippin' cool, man.
I remember in kindergarten, there was these computers. Like there was two in the classroom. They were desktops.
Yeah.
And me and this another kid, we played Wow Wow Wubsy.
I totally remember that. Yeah.
There's a computer game about that. And,
Uh-huh.
like you had to like collect all
Yeah.
like the nuts and bolts and stuff.
Uh huh. Oh my god.
And I
dude.
also remember
Flash games.
this
Best part of my life.
this
right there.
one kid. He brought in his DS and he was playing a Mario game, but I don't know what Mario game it was because there was like a train and he had to like jump on the train. It wasn't the caterpillar guy. It was a train. There was
For
a
like
train.
DS.
Yes. I remember
sure
this
it was
so
Mario?
vividly. I know it
Are you
was
sure
Mario.
it was Mario?
It was Mario. There was a train. He had to jump on the train. There was a circular, like it looked like a boss fight. Like I still don't know what it is.
2000s were the best, man.
And this one girl brought in like that the one. Do you remember those like the stuffed animals, but like they could curl up into a ball?
Yes.
Yeah, she
Yes.
brought in that for show and tell one day.
Oh my God,
And then
man.
the teacher was like, "Oh, she brought in this. You're gonna have to find out what it is at break, so we can do show and tell." And then as soon as we got done with that, I grab it. I was like,
I need to know what it does.
"Miss Teacher, I know what it is. I know what it is." And then the girl who brought it in, she understandably, she's like, "What are you doing?" She grabbed it, put it back.
Dude, do you remember like I think it was called like Fun Picks? Does that ring a bell?
No.
We used to go on the computers and you would like draw on the computer. Do you remember that at all? It was like Adobe Illustrator but for like kids.
You mean Compass Odyssey?
No, not Compass Odyssey. Obviously I remember Compass Odyssey, but it was like a different one. It was just a game. And you would just draw. I don't know. I have a vivid memory of drawing shit.
Wait.
At
Did
kindergarten
were
at
you able to
Greshko.
like play like sounds while you were on?
I think so.
Because I remember there was the chicken sound.
The chicken sound on the computer
chicken
in
song
kindergarten.
on the computer, and it's like, it's the can, but chickens are making the noises for it.
Jesus.
I remember I would always make that, and then I would just try to like make the whole screen. Make the whole screen one color. I'd always do that.
Oh yeah. Do you remember PictoChat?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Dude, there was this one commercial where
miss
like
it so much.
No. There was this one commercial and it was like of paranoid parents and like they say like PictoChat is dangerous because while your kid is in the back seat on their DS, there could be a pedophile the next lane over in their car driving their car talking to your child on PictoChat while they're driving the car. How do you PictoChat is already difficult to like write things on.
Yeah, because you have to have
How
the
can you
have the
drive?
DS and you have to have the stylus in one hand.
How can you drive and go on PictoChat at the same time? If someone's doing that, you got bigger problems.
No, I saw this picture and it was like this girl's on another level and she was recording a concert with the DSi. In the mosh pit, like this is a recent picture, just like in the mosh pit holding her DSi up making videos.
Have you ever taken a picture on the DSi?
Yeah, I used to have one.
They don't come out well.
No, they don't. And then you
And
could put
already-
it was Snapchat filters before Snapchat existed,
Yeah.
man. You had all the filters you could do.
There was
you
the
could draw
Mario
on them.
filter thing.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, shit.
I took a picture of my mom from far away with that, and I like put the Mario filter on her.
Dude, that was the best. I miss that. You ever have a Game Boy too?
No, my mom didn't let me.
That sucks, man. I had a Game Boy
Dude,
Advance.
wait. Can we talk about the DSi real quick again?
Go for it. Go. Shoot.
So back in 3rd grade, when it like first came out for us,
Yeah.
this one dude comes up to me at recess. I don't talk to this kid. He comes up to me. He's like, "I took a picture of my pee-pee on the DS." No joke. He comes up to me. He just says that straight up.
Oh, that's before we like knew it was bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I knew it was bad. I was like,
That's weird,
that's
man.
weird. He's like, "What's he?"
So
It's like,
you're
no,
lame, bro.
no, I don't want to see that.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I
3rd
remember
grade, dude.
vivid memories of playing and watching Lego Star Wars and just
Yeah.
not comprehending what's happening. I just was like, this is fun. And I couldn't beat this one level. And I remember literally like the memes of like going up to my older brother to help, like have him help me. I went to my older cousin. I was like, can you help me beat this? And it was like Lego Star Wars on my Game Boy Advance. He was like, that's child's play. I'll help you. It was
I
the
remember
best.
I had my sister help me out for this one level of Lego Star Wars because I couldn't control both characters at once. And I remember at Lego Star Wars on the Wii, there was this like when you beat everything else, there was a door that opens up and it just goes
Yeah.
to like a normal like everyday suburb,
Yeah.
and you can just destroy things there.
Uh-huh. Because that's what's fun. It was GTA before GTA.
That oh my! You just blew my mind.
Lego Star Wars equals GTA. don't add us. It's true.
Even though like GTA 1 was already out by then.
Yeah. It started as a hack actually. It's crazy. I know.
Started as a Flash game.
I miss Flash games so much.
Oh, you can still play them. You know, like Crunchball 3000.
I'm not.
Crunchball. I want to see Crunchball become a real sport that people play.
Why?
Cause you know,
Crunchball is not fun. No one. I guarantee that no one on this podcast that's listening right now knows what Crunchball is.
go look up Crunchball 3000
No,
on Google
don't.
sites.
It's so boring.
Go play
I've watched
Crunchball
him play it
3000 on
before, and
Google
I have
site.
not found any amusement in it.
Watching is different from actually playing it.
Yeah, true, but at the same time, no.
Playing it
I
is
would not
so
want to play
fun.
it. I wouldn't want to
You
play it.
manage the
I'm seeing it.
team. You pick. You
Okay,
draft.
no,
players.
we're not getting into this. We're
You
not
buy
getting
them
into this.
gear, you level
we
them
have
up.
to answer
You
the
have the
important-
option
We
of
have to answer the
bribing people
important questions.
to win games.
We have to
You have the
answer
option of
the
buying
important questions that our
performance-enhancing drugs
our
every single
viewers have
game.
asked us some really important questions. Do you not-
ask the questions. I'll
do you
answer
not-
them for you.
do you not-
bring them up?
Do you not like our viewers? Is that what you're trying to say?
On the home screen.
I'll just put in here's my password, guys. The real fans know my password now. Incentive to watch the podcast. First question. So, if you guys didn't know, you can come and ask us questions. I put it on my story every time.
Are you gonna read my question?
No, I'm not going to read your question.
I forgot what it was.
I don't like your question.
Oh yeah, I remember. what
Yeah,
it
you
is.
remember it? Yeah.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. But we're not going to answer that. But if you ask us questions, we will look at them, and if we think that they're worthy to be on this amazing podcast that we
Like
don't
my
offer
question.
any dumb questions
How
on,
many ants at a
only
time
the
of
best, then you will get a shout out.
How many ants in a pound of
And
ants?
you have a really good chance of getting a shout out. So
How many ants in a pound of ants?
If it was me, I would probably ask
1.5 million.
Shut up. First question comes from Connor Patterson, and
Ooh.
he asks, will you be participating in the Area 51 raid?
No.
100%.
No.
If I could.
No.
If I could, yes.
I would never do that.
Think of a better way to go out than being with your fellow meme boomers and going and raiding Area 51. What if you got a ray gun, dude?
I don't want to.
You wouldn't want to come back with a nice alien.
If they get to that point.
What if you met your future wife there, bro? Your alien wife.
No.
What if she's more loyal than all the girls?
I'm not going.
What if she's more loyal than all the Earth thoughts?
I'm not Naruto running over to Area 51 to raid their base.
You could get a plane ticket
when they have the Air Force defending them. You do realize
they can't take out all of us.
You do realize that the Army defending Area 51 had a briefing because of the memes.
Yeah, that's funny.
Like, thanks, guys.
That's so funny. I can't wait till this happens.
I did see one meme of Area 51 that I enjoyed though, where like it's like the one guy Naruto running out to the gates.
Yeah.
And then the guard's like, no, let's get him. They shoot him, and then he's like, enters creative mode. That one was good.
I like the one where it's like, can we change it to September 21st instead of September 20th?
I don't like that one.
You're so mean to me. Why can't you just think I'm funny too?
I think you're funny, but I don't like that meme.
Thanks, Pierce. Yeah, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go support the boys. It was like there's one. It was like you die. It was like when you die during Area 51, and then he gets revived, and he was like when your boy comes up with the health reviver from Area 51, and you wake up. I want to go there because I know they got to be hiding something in there, man. They got to be hiding something.
Oh yeah.
What
day is
I
it
have
gonna
a
be on?
strong
What day
belief
is it
that
gonna be
there
on?
are aliens in there.
What day is it gonna be on?
September 20th, 2019.
That's only 5 days after my birthday. I can't go. Sorry.
That's a dumb reason. But you know what? I'm going to let you have that.
Sorry.
For sure, dude.
Sorry.
You don't want to take part in history? That's fine.
No, I'd rather steal all the
I'm
lakes
sure
in Minnesota.
a lot of people didn't want to take part in the Boston Tea Party, too. Or maybe, freeing the slaves. This is the exact same equivalence.
This is not that.
This is the exact same equivalence. We are freeing the aliens from Area 51.
Freeing slaves is giving them rights. Raiding Area 51 is stealing things from the government.
Giving
not
aliens
rights.
I'm gonna
there's aliens.
I'm gonna backpedal because I'm too deep now. I don't know where to go. I made a bad joke.
May as well hop in that hole.
Yeah, I put myself in that hole. Let's just go to the next question. Next question. So Taylor.
Sorry, Connor.
Taylor Maines asks.
Creek?
Yes, Taylor Creek asks.
Yeah.
Subtitles on and off, and why?
What?
When you watch something, do you leave the subtitles on?
No.
I do. I want to hear your thoughts though.
Because
non-intellectuals only watch it with
when I have subtitles on, then I'm looking at the words, and I have slow brain. I need to watch because I can't keep up if I'm paying attention to anything else.
That's fair. I feel like I like having the subtitles on for movies that are amazing, like that have really, really well written dialogue, like Zodiac, for example. Well, I'll talk about that next episode because I can go on there. That's a little foreshadowing for next week. That might be my Will's movie review of Netflix of the week. That week. Okay, you know what?
I sleep.
You didn't have to do that. That was really mean. I'm trying to talk about something that I care about, and you're just yawning and doing that with your mouth.
You make fun of me when I talk about Cowboy Bebop. Shut up.
No, but I have the subtitles on because I like it. I like being able to read and digest.
I don't have the subtitles on when I watch Bebop.
That's because it's not a good show.
It's a really good show.
You don't have to pay attention to the show because it doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Just kidding. I haven't watched it yet, but
I will. It's a fantastic show.
I will.
You will?
I will. One day. I will.
I'm going to bring the DVD.
Do it.
Over. I will.
Do it.
I will.
Nice.
But when I bring it over, you have no other option. We can't do anything else.
Okay, that's fine. Fine by me. We'll do a live podcast and we'll watch it every episode.
No.
No one's going to watch that, but...
It's a really good show. It's fantastic. 10 out of 10. Would recommend.
Next question comes from my cousin, Hannah Savage. Shout out to Hannah for being the best cousin
For
ever.
being a savage.
Report it. Yeah. Good one. Good your last name. Savage. Report right here. Pierce Moylan Podcast totally endorses Hannah Savage as being the best cousin ever because she asked a question. Actually, well, Evan watches it too, so shout out to Evan if you're watching right now. He's
Evan's
cool
the
too.
Omicron guy, right?
Yep, he created
Okay, he's
Omicron.
best cousin.
Yeah, 100%. But Hannah asks, what's your least favorite thing about living in this generation? It's a big one. You want me to go first on this? You seem like you need to brew your
Yeah, you
thoughts
go
a little
first.
bit. I would say, getting a little hot waters here. I would say the just the overabundance of political correctness, especially with everyone just like all the debates about free speech and what jokes are too far.
Gen Z doesn't get into that much.
Well, I would think. Well, like our generation. Like,
Our
I thought you meant like.
generation.
Well, I thought you meant like. Okay.
Because our generation
okay.
isn't that bad,
Okay.
honestly. We just want to have fun.
Yeah, we're kind of crazy though.
Yeah.
Okay, wait,
There's-
hold up.
there's
I'm
that-
gonna read that question one more time because I took it as like growing up right now. What do you hate the most about the world like right now?
But that's not like a question about.
Oh
our
no.
generation.
What's your least favorite thing about living in this generation?
In this generation, meaning our generation.
Oh, so like okay, so like our peers then? What's our worst?
I don't know.
That's a-
Let's answer both sides.
Okay, well my thing for me like living right now, growing up in America right now would be the political correctness and the overabundance of having to think about and like overanalyze everyone's feelings before you say something, especially in comedy and especially with what joke is too far. And I just feel like a lot of people are way too caught up on being like, obviously you should respect everyone and a lot of people do, but I feel like a lot of people are really just like you can't say anything that goes against the norm and you got to be super just like politically correct, and a lot of people get a lot of flack for not being, let's say, like extremely political correct in there, and especially with comedians. And I've seen a lot of comedians catch a lot of flack for saying some jokes that I think are hilarious but apparently aren't sensitive enough. Did you hear that?
Hear what?
Never mind. Something weird with my headphones just happened, but
Maybe because I scratched my ear.
I think so. That's probably it.
I
What do you think?
I mean, kind of the same thing, but like mainly for me, it's that like, why does everything have to go back to like politics? I don't like politics.
Yeah, I don't
I
like
couldn't
them
care
either.
less about politics.
I try to not talk about it at
2016
all.
election, I don't care who wins.
Especially with actually that's to answer the other one, that would be I feel like our generation that we're living in right now with like our peers, they are so hell bent on like making everything like, especially in high school, like just putting their opinions out there and like making sure everyone knows like their opinions on politics and everything, especially at WB. Like when something like that happens, like everyone's like, I've been like kind of forced to share in some opinions, like what I think about stuff. And I always try to be like, hey, I don't know, like it's whatever. I can't vote, so I don't really like it. Because I hate talking about politics because everyone just
Yeah.
gets so hot and bothered about it, and
Yeah.
everyone gets so offended if you don't agree with them. So I always try to stay out of it.
Yeah, like Hillary, Trump, I don't care. I don't like either of them.
Everyone's an idiot. We're all dumb.
Yeah, whichever one won, this was my mindset leading up to that election. No matter which one prevailed, I don't like it. I don't like them.
And we can't vote, so it's like, what are we gonna do? Like, we don't.
I would have much rather seen like people try to vote for the third party, like Jill Stein, because I remember one of my teachers said like if a third party gets 5% of the public vote, then they also get federal funding for the next election. I'd like to see another big party because now it's just red or blue, like R or D, whichever one.
That's fair. I just want Gary from SpongeBob to win next year. Did you see that people were writing him in?
No, but there's actually like a candidate that
so
runs
funny.
every single
Yeah,
election
and- yeah.
with a boot on his head and promises a pony for each and every person in the United States.
That's Pierce and William in the podcast fully endorses
endorse that
whoever
man.
that man is, because he is the one that is going to make America great again. That man.
He's a great man.
He's going to give a pony to everyone. I want a pony. Don't you want a pony?
Yeah,
Let's vote for him.
I like to make glue. I'm sorry.
God.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but no, that's probably what I hate about our generation the most. Honestly.
I like Gen Z though. Gen Z is.
I honestly don't even know what generation are we. We're
Gen
not
Z.
millennials,
We're Gen
right?
Z.
We're Gen Z. What does that even mean? Who thought of Gen Z?
Same people that thought of Generation X and Generation Y.
What the hell? Why?
And baby boomers. Yo, boomer zoomer.
What is? Yeah, wait. What is a baby boomer? What is that year? Isn't that our
I don't
parents?
remember exactly what year it was, but it's that time.
Parents?
I think it was. Was it before? Was it like they were conceived before World War II or something? I don't know.
I'm gonna fact check it real quick before we end this episode.
Okay, yeah, but I like Gen Z as a whole because the difference between Gen Z and millennials is like when someone like when millennials say like I'm sad, they say like I'm really sad, but when Gen Z kids say sad, like they're sad, like I'm really sad.
Yeah, we're not millennials and we're not Generation X either. Generation
We're
X
Generation Z.
I'm trying to fill in our viewers because I care about them and I want them to know. Generation X was like our parents. Baby boomers were like our parents' parents. And then millennials are like our older cousins. And then
My sister's a millennial.
yeah. And then wait, what are we then?
Gen Z.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm messing with you. Wait, Generation Z age range? Yeah. You're right. You right. Pierce is smart.
But like the difference between millennials and Gen Z is I've seen is that millennials are taking things a lot more seriously.
Yeah. 100%.
And Gen Z, we just want to have fun.
Yeah.
We just want to mess around and have fun.
Honestly. I think that's also because we're younger too.
Yeah, probably. There's an element of immaturity there.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I love, there's this meme and it was like, I hate the state that the world's in right now. And like, who voted, like, it was like, who voted for Trump? He was like, who did you vote for? He's like, oh, I wrote in Harambe. Oh. That got me. I thought that was funny.
My bad. I knocked it down.
Oh my God. Good. Love the equipment. This took a lot of effort to put this set together, and it was 100%.
Yeah, in our studio apartment.
In our studio apartment that we pay $5,000. And also, please subscribe to the Patreon that we might make.
We might make
$1. We could do like $1 a month. You know how we could get like $5 a month, and we could save up, and then I don't know, get a bunch of these army guys. Boom.
I already have some.
Okay, well I want more.
Okay, fine.
I want the 50-gallon tub. 50 gallon.
That's
yeah, you heard me correct.
That's almost as big as a trash can.
Yeah. That's how much I want. We're going to fill our set. Yeah, that was the last of the questions. So anything else you want to say before we end the podcast?
You could ask my question.
I'm not going to ask your question. Your question is dumb. It makes no sense. And I'm not going to ask it because my family listens to this podcast. And I'm not going to have my voice saying whatever dumb question you wrote. No, I don't.
Okay, fine. I know it off the top of my head, so I can say it. Oh, my bad.
Oh, my God. You hit it once again.
So
you want to just get out of here?
Yeah.
All right. See ya.